Hey guys, it's Dave here from Metal Roos. I have Sammy here from Goatwhore. How you doing, mate?
I'm doing, man. I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Can't complain.
Sweet, sweet. So you got your summer at the moment over there, coming into summer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
nice.
oh yeah. It's gonna be a hot one this year.
Oh, really?
Oh yes. It's already fucking goddamn. It's like almost 90 degrees outside already, man.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Wow. Yeah, we get some massively hot temps here in Australia.
Oh yeah. I've been to Australian summer before. Trust me.
Oh, you have? Yeah,
Oh yes.
yeah,
It's luckily I'm used to it from living here, you know.
yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, so you guys are in Australia soon for a big tour with I Hate God. You excited for the tour?
Oh hell yeah, man. We haven't been to Australia. I think the last time we went to Australia was maybe 2017.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. So
Yeah, I
it's been
think I think I found 2017. So yeah,
yeah, it's been a while, man. It's been too
yeah.
long.
You've been here a load of times, so yeah.
This is gonna be our fifth time. Yes,
Okay, yeah, yeah. With Goatwhore, with other projects too, or
not with just Goatwhore.
okay, yeah, yeah. Cool. What's your favourite part of Australia? Does it seem similar to where you are, or not really? Or
It's the thing that I love about Australia is that uh, it seems like I can relate to the people there because the people in Australia seem a lot like the people in Louisiana for some weird, odd reason.
yeah,
I can't pinpoint it.
yeah,
But I guess we all have the same mind frame where everybody's kind of just happy go lucky and having a good time rather than like some stuffy dude from somewhere else. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
But
totally.
it just seems like I could connect with the Australian people like immediately because
Yeah,
just the way our attitudes are very similar. You know?
yeah, that's really cool, and that makes it easier to tour as well when you kind of feel a little bit like home.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, totally. All right, so you guys are here July 23rd through to July 28th. Turn Troubled Tables tour. It's going to be a nice tour, some nice big rooms too. Amplifier bar, and yeah, it's going to be pretty damn awesome.
Awesome, man. I can't wait. Yeah, I'm stoked, man. It's going to be when you get us and I and God together in one room, and especially in Australia, it's going to make for an interesting trip. Let's put it that way. And I mean that in the best way possible.
Yeah, 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 totally. So you guys have been going since it's '97. You started, is that right?
Yes, our first demo got put out in 1997. Yes.
Yeah, sweet. So how's it been? That's a lot of years now. How's it been? Has it been a wild ride?
Oh yeah, that is an understatement, my friend.
Yeah,
But it seems like it was just yesterday, since we just
yeah,
started jamming. It's not like it's a tedious thing to me anymore, or it never was. It was
yeah,
just
yeah.
the time flew by, and that, like they say, time flies when you're having fun. So
It
it's
really
something
does.
that I love. It's something that I love doing, and I'm very fortunate to still be doing it after all these years.
Yeah, and still making a living out of it, which is good.
Yeah, man. And nobody's gotten bored yet, but we've never really gotten to that spot, to where there's a lot of bands getting a place in their career where it kind of, dies down.
Yeah,
We've never gotten to that spot. I'm very, very lucky and very, very, I'm very happy that it's like that.
yeah. So you got a guitar as well, like your own model of guitar, Star Shape LTD SD2.
Oh yeah.
That
Oh
must be
yeah.
fun to create. And what's the kind of story behind that?
Well, I've been playing ESP for about, I think it's 12 or 13 years now.
Yeah,
and it was only the custom shop ones that I was playing. And
Yeah.
it's a very specific shape. You know, you can only get them unless you want to spend $8,000 on one.
Yeah.
You know, and not a lot of people have $8,000 to spend on a guitar.
Yeah.
So there was a guy in the Midwest that ordered a couple of the custom shops for his shop. You know,
Okay.
and was like, well, and he approached me. He was like, I got these guitars and they sold immediately. What do you think about doing like a lower priced one, like an LTD one? And at first I was a little nervous because I wasn't sure how they would go. And he was like, well, let's only do 30 of them to
Yeah.
start off. And he's like, I'm a great salesman. I can sell 30 guitars. Don't worry about it. So I'm like, all right, as long as it doesn't come back on me and you're stuck with 30 guitars, don't get pissed off at me, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we did the first 30s, which was actually the SD1.
Okay. Yeah.
And then they sold out in 2 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I guess ESP saw that they sold out in 2 minutes and they were like, well, what do you think about like doing a different variation of it, but at the same price point? And I was like, let's go, let's do it. And we only made minor changes from like the SD1 to the SD2. I think we just changed the logo on it or something like that.
Okay.
And it's been doing great, you know. And that was basically the catalyst is that we made the first 30 and they sold immediately. And I was like, I was shocked, you know.
Yeah, that's so cool.
And they sold out as I was expecting to sell out in like 2 weeks or something, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But in 2 minutes, I was like,
Yeah.
I was blown away, you know.
Yeah, that's mental, hey. So what scale lengths you got on that and pickups and stuff like that?
It's like a Gibson scale, like a 24.75
Oh,
scale,
yeah.
just a shorter one, you know.
Yeah.
And I use the Seymour Duncan pickups on it, Floyd Rose, you know, nothing crazy, you know. I just kind of my favorite guitar was a Gibson V, like that's one of my favorite guitars that I've owned that I still have. You know, it's always been my favorite guitar. So I wanted to model one kind of to feel like that guitar, but not look like it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we kind of took like the Gibson specs and threw it on the guitar. Just changed the body shape because, of course, if we made it look like a Gibson V, ESP would have got sued. You know?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. You know what the guitar world's like with that stuff, especially
Yeah.
Gibson.
Oh, yeah. They like to take people to court. But
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah, yeah. That's for a different day. And then so I was reading you use Randall amp RG100. Is that still in the touring circle?
no, actually, I've retired all my Randall amps. You
Yeah.
know, being that Randall was going out of business, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So, and to buy a used one is getting kind of expensive in case something happens to mine. So I retired all my Randall stuff, and I'm working with a guy called Michael Klein, and
Yeah.
we designed an amp that's going to be coming out very shortly. And I'm also working with a company called Arachnid that's making my cabinets as well.
Oh yeah, I've seen those guys. Yeah.
Yeah, so I definitely took some of the Randall-esque stuff
Yeah.
because I when we were designing the head, I actually sent Michael Klein my old Randall head and say, well, make something that doesn't sound exactly like this. Make it something that sounds really close, but
Yeah.
make it sound better, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And he knocked it out the park, you know?
Yeah. So it's a valve head.
Yeah.
Valve head. Was the RG100 valve?
They did certain ones that were valve, but the majority of them were solid state.
Okay. Yeah. 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 Because
But
I was looking and I could see both. So yeah.
yeah,
Do you have
they
the
made
valve?
both. No, I unfortunately I don't. I want to get one. I'm trying to find one because I've never got to play through one, but you know, But one of my favorite amps of all time is a Marshall JCM 800.
Okay, yeah.
So basically, what I wanted from Michael Klein was to take the Randall and take a JCM 800 and like make them have sex, and the baby would sound like this amp, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
Awesome.
he did it, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Is there footage?
What's that?
I said, is there footage?
Um, not no. That was all. That was
Joking.
all done in. It was on the door and on the done to the secret circumstances.
Yeah, good, good. We don't want to see that. What's some do you guys kind of do you find it pretty easy to tour? Is there some logistical nightmares? Yeah, with Goatwhore.
I mean, there's always shit that can go wrong, you
Yeah,
know. But I mean, we try to, you know, deal with those. We've been in so many different weird situations like that that we can pretty much deal with anything and make it work. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? It's not like there's some big disaster that's going to happen where we can't play. We'll always make it
yeah,
happen.
yeah, yeah,
But, you know, nothing, you know, even if an amp catches on fire or if a guitar gets broken, we always know how to work around that, you know. As
yeah.
long as as long as nobody's
Kind of,
physically hurt that they can't perform, we'll make it happen, you know.
and not bitten by spiders over here. Just crazy story, obviously with Slayer. You know.
Yeah, yeah, I mean that's another thing about Australia. There's always something out there that's trying to kill you. You know.
Yeah, that's right. All right, so have you guys got anything kind of on the forefront, album wise or recording wise?
We're gonna start working on that next year.
Yeah.
We're putting together songs right now and just trying to refine them, and hopefully by the end of next year we'll be able to start recording.
Okay, awesome. How does that process work for you guys? Do you kind of lay down the beds riff wise, or is it in a jam room?
Being that we all live very far from each other, that you know,
Yeah,
I kind of just, you know, I start with an idea, and I try to get a song as far as I can done, you know,
yeah,
to where it's like it's almost finished, and then I'll email it to the guys, and then from there they'll give me their input of what needs to be changed, what sucks, what's awesome,
yeah,
and then we get in the jam room and start fleshing stuff out, you know, rather than just sitting around looking at each other going, well, who has a riff, you know.
yeah,
I try to just get this the bulk of the shit done. That way we just kind of shave off parts or add parts to it or whatever needs to be done, you know.
yeah, totally. Yeah, I think it's the best way, the most productive way to do it. I do it similar.
Yeah, yeah, man. It saves so much time, and you know, just to do it that way rather than me just showing up with one riff and just saying, well, what next?
Yeah, yeah. So, what are you kind of when you've been here? Have you spent much time looking at the country aside from the tour rooms? You know.
Well, I mean, it's really hard, but I definitely try to do it. You know, it's just there's so much cool shit out there that I don't get to see every day that I really like to see. You know, so yeah, I try to make time to do it, but it's sometimes it's like it's not possible. But you know,
Yeah,
there's a lot of cool shit out there that that I don't get to see in the United States that you guys only have over there. You know that I really enjoy. You know.
yeah, yeah. What's been your favourite thing that you have seen out here when you have toured?
Oh man, we went to the Gold Coast. That was fucking awesome. And
Yeah,
then we went there. We had a day off, and we actually we went to a grocery store and bought a bunch of kangaroo meat,
yeah,
and we just went to this big ass park and just cooked it in the park. And they were like these enormous fucking fruit bats that were just flying around, like these humongous fucking bats. And I'm like,
yeah.
don't get to see this every day. And it's kind of scary, but it's kind of cool, you know.
Cooking a kangaroo with bats. Or
Exactly, man. I mean, it's really hard to get kangaroo meat in the United States, you know. But
yeah,
it was fresh, and we cooked it on the grill, and there was, like I said, there was enormous. I mean, it was like we're out there, we're just hanging in this park, and it was nighttime. It was just just dark and quiet. And you just hear these enormous wings just flapping, and then like, what the fuck? And it's like there's a fucking these enormous fucking fruit bats that are fucking flying around. And just
yeah,
cool shit like that, you know.
they're quite regular here. Like where I live, I see them at a certain time every night. So you look up and
Yeah,
there's
man.
hundreds and hundreds of bats.
Yeah, but like big, like the bats
Yeah,
here don't get to have a wingspan of like fucking 3 feet. You know what I'm saying?
dinosaur bats here.
Yeah, they're fucking giant, man.
All right. Well, I always like to we're coming to the end of it, but I always like to ask, especially from people that have done it for a long time, what's some advice you'd give to kind of younger people coming in and talking either underage or just coming of age? What's some advice you'd kind of give?
What like music wise?
Coming into music, sorry, yeah, coming into touring and playing.
Um, Practice as much as you possibly can. Don't jump the gun too fast. Write some really good songs and try to play as many shows as you possibly can.
Yeah, yeah, good advice. It's the only way to learn, isn't it? Actually doing and making mistakes and
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, mistakes are part of learning. You know, we all, I'm still make mistakes and still learn from them. You know, it's just I wish there was a scientific answer to this, but there isn't. You know,
yeah. It's hard work.
yeah, hard work. That's the best advice I can give you is try to get as good as you possibly can at what you're doing. You know.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll see you in Sydney when you
Yeah,
guys.
man. If you see me hanging out, don't be afraid to come say hi, man.
All right, I will do. And thanks heaps for your time today. And enjoy. You've probably got a load of interviews to do, but enjoy your tour when you come out.
Yeah, man. I'll see you in a couple of weeks, bro.
All right. See you then.
Sounds good.
Cheers.